Thanks for being here with us tonight on KREM 2 News at 6 o'clock. I'm Cody Proctor. We begin with that breaking news. A Spokane police officer in serious condition following getting shot in North Spokane today. That was just one of 4 shooting scenes. KREM 2's Janelle Finch is joining us now live on the scene with the latest update from police. Janelle, what do we know so far tonight?
Cody, I am on Perry Street up in North Spokane right now, where around 2 p.m. a drive-by shooting was called in, and then 15 minutes later another drive-by shooting was called in that ended up with suspects shooting at a Spokane police officer who is now in serious condition. We have learned that that officer is now alert. According to SPD Corporal Nick Briggs, after the police officer was shot, a police pursuit began. This is one of several scenes in North Spokane tied to the initial drive-by. Officials said expect traffic delays and road closures in North Spokane around Perry and Empire, which is where I'm at right now, Nevada and Bridgeport, and also around Martin. The 2 suspects were taken into custody. Moments ago, Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidel spoke at a press conference alongside Mayor Nadine Woodward. Hear from the chief on how the officer-involved shooting unfolded.
As a second officer responding to that scene drove past the officer in the suspect vehicle, shots were fired from the suspect vehicle at the officer as he was driving by. That officer was wounded in the leg, in the head. The suspect vehicle then fled the scene at a rapid rate with multiple officers in pursuit of the vehicle.
KREM 2 also spoke to a witness who describes the moment the 2 suspects were taken into custody.
First, and I seen the car come roaring down the street, go sideways up into the yard. 2 guys bailed out, come running this way towards that house, went up the side. I took off running this way, figuring I could block them, and they got into this backyard, and the cops got there about the same time I did, and I blocked them one way, and cops held the rifles on them the other way.
The Spokane police chief said this is the 3rd officer shot this year. Corporal Briggs said he does not believe there are any other active suspects in the neighborhood, so the neighborhood should not worry. Officials are continuing to investigate, so multiple scenes are going to continue to be closed off, they said, for several hours. But Spokane Police Chief Craig Meidel said that the Spokane County Sheriff's Office will be taking over this investigation to continue to see if there were other people involved and what else they can find. Live in Spokane, Janelle Finch, KREM 2 News.
Janelle, thank you so much. And at that same press conference just minutes ago, Spokane Mayor Nadine Woodward condemned this shooting and says it's part of a growing pattern of violence in Spokane. She made it clear Spokane has to do better.
This violence has got to stop. We were inches away from losing an officer. And again, I got a knock on the door today about this. I'm just going to tell you, it's the worst news that a mayor could hear. It's the worst news that a police chief and his fellow officers can hear. It is, my God, the worst thing the family of an officer can hear. And let me just tell you, this has got to stop.
Now, KREM 2 is continuing to track the latest on this breaking news out of North Spokane. Again, the mayor and the police chief say they expect the officer will pull through at this point. In the meantime, the suspects are in custody. You can find the latest updates on this story throughout the night on KREM.com and, of course, here on our newscast as well.